Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how I painted this expressive landscape paint. So let's start. So I use watercolors, China marker, color ink, Caran Neo Color 2 and Caran color pencils. So I'm starting with applying masking fluid. I already covered also paper with masking tape. Now I'm adding China marker. It will leave white marks on the paper, and China marker is repealing the watercolors, so it will not be covered. Here I'm adding, I think it was a charcoal or maybe just dark pencil. Now I'm starting to add ink. It's a color ink. So very expressive brush marks. And now it's time to apply water and see how it's beautifully flowing with the water. And you can already see those white marks that are left because of the China marker. Vertical ones, you can see them. Now I'm adding watercolor paints. I use my favorite Roman Szmal watercolor paints. These are Polish watercolors, professional ones, beautifully pigmented. They are also granulating beautifully. I will put link to materials in the description. So tell me in the comments, write down, how do you use watercolors? Do you paint flowers? Do you paint landscapes? How do you usually use them? The way I use watercolors is most of the time I don't have a plan or I don't have a reference photo. I would just start with intuitive marks. And I play with colors, with fluidity of those beautiful paints. And at some point I got to the place where I like what I see and I call it finished. So that's my way of painting. Here I'm adding some of the orange, dark orange paint. So generally this whole painting is about building layers and working with transparency, opacity, with expressive brush strokes. And now I'm adding darker areas to build more contrast. By the way, if you'd like to watch another video when I painted an expressive landscape in my sketchbook, I will put the link above. So building darks, it's all wet on wet. I really like also this paper. I will put link to this. It's cold pressed paper, quite rough, but the paints behave beautifully on this paper. Now I was scratching some lines into paint. Now I'm adding more orange for more vibrancy. I'm wondering if there are any other left-handed artists watching this video, so let me know in the comments if you also are left-handed. Adding more darks. Here I'm adding Caran No Color 2. These are water-soluble crayons, and they are very vibrant, beautifully pigmented, so I very often use them in my artworks. Now adding even more darks with the black crayon. Adding this vibrant red color, beautiful. You can see I'm dipping the tip of the crayon in water. It gives even more like saturated color when I do that. Okay, so this is the painting which I finished with wet media, so it's time to dry. And now I'm adding final touches with color pencils, Caran color pencils. I think these are Luminance pencils. I will put the link in the description. So I'm adding those delicate marks, but they can be still visible, and those pencils work beautifully on the watercolor paper. So now it's time for the final reveal and the always most exciting moment, removing the masking tape. And here it is, the final painting. So if you like this video, please subscribe, like, comment, and also don't forget to watch other videos from my playlist, which you can see here. See you next time. Bye.